All right, everyone. Welcome to today's charting session, no? Sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we take a look at yung mga trending names at kinukuha po natin yung listahan na yon from Instagrams. If you use Instagrams as your charting provider or charting software, you usually find that list somewhere on the right-hand side of your screen. Okay? Tumatanggap din po tayo ng mga chart requests. So kung meron po kayong mga requests, please feel free to post them in the comment section below and I'll get to them eventually, no? Medyo mas mabagal lang tayo this week kasi nataon may nasabay tayo na holiday tapos naging busy din. Okay? So may konti lang tayong delay but I think I got to almost all of everyone's request naman this week, no? So at least we're finishing off strong. Okay? And today we'll be starting off with PHA. So yung PHA, nagkaroon tayo, so just let me zoom in, no? Para mas clear tayo. Nagkaroon tayo ng speedy move up here, okay? Which was immediately undone when price came back down dito sa area na to. Diba? Bumalik lang tayo where price was prior to this move higher. Okay, zoom out ka lang ng konti guys kasi kapag na-zoom in ako parang laging balok-baloktot yung brush yung pen tool, no? So we moved up, came down, tapos ngayon bumalik tayo dito. Ngayon, if nabasag natin tong support at 58 cents, then we're looking at possibly for price to come back and fill tong unfilled gap from before. Okay? For now, wala pa rin talaga siyang bullish na outlook. Yes, nagkaroon ng brief move up. Kaso yun nga, ang bilis niyang nabawi . It was undone so quickly na parang wala lang. Parang walang nangyari. Essentially, pwedeng mo kalimutan yung nangyari dito. Yes, had you bought here, tapos pumitik, maybe you made some money. But overall, the move was not significant. Meaning, walang staying power, hindi na maintain yung momentum and all that, no? Now, from here, kung gusto pa natin makita na mapatuloy yung bullishness, then we want to see a break above 90 cents na sana. Okay? A break above 90 opens up this range here hanggang 1.06. Although we do need to acknowledge na may mga cluster of highs dito na pwedeng pag-untugan pa ng price if it's able to break above 90 cents. But again, a break above that should take us to around 1.06. And if mabasag pa natin yung 1.06 to 1.08 na area, then we can possibly target tong cluster of highs up here, which is around 1.30 something, no? Tinanggal ko muna yung mga levels ko doon kasi malayo pa naman yung price and ayoko lang na magulo yung chart. Ayoko na maraming pwedeng mag-cause ng confusion sa inyo. So I cleaned it up a bit prior to today's charting session. Okay? Next, let's take a look at BSC. Okay, so BSC, ang sabi nga natin nun, price was ranging in this area here. Diba? Sabi natin we had to hold. So, ang nangyari, we briefly broke beneath it, came back up. So, baka mangyayari nito is wala. Dito lang pa rin tayo sa range na to, which is from about 62 hanggang possibly 72, 73 cents na area. Okay? If sabihin natin, mabasag tong lows na to, yung mga nag-form dito, so that's around 59, no? Then we might just firmly trade within this range below muna, from 52 to 62. Kasi parang ngayon na may rejection Price came down, rejected, came down, rejected, diba? So, since nag-reject siya dito, ang expectation natin is at the very least, babalik man lang muna siya sana sa range na to. Pero kung hindi kinaya, mag-breakdown tayo beneath nitong 58, then baka hindi pa siya ready or baka magpatuloy na yung momentum downwards and we might come back and fill this range below here. Okay? Bullish scenario is possibly kung makapag-form tayo ng parang inverted head and shoulders pattern here, something like that. Okay, so move up, ganon, balik, break above. Kung mabasag natin tong white zone dito, same as before, it opens up this range here hanggang 80 cents possibly. So that's from about 72 to 80 cents kung mabasag natin tong white zone dito sa taas. But until then, ang pinaka-read pa rin, at least for me, is prices trading within this range, so that's 62 to 72. Tas yun nga, kung mabasag tayo ng 58, then we see further downside potentially. Okay? Next, let's take a look at house, no? So house was a requested chart, and I think the reason why people got interested was because of this strong move up here. Maaring from that, naisip nila, baka ganito ulit yung mangyari. Okay? Baka parang ganyan ulit yung mangyari. Kaso, so far, hindi na, no? So, nung dati, nung lumipad tayo, angat, consolidate briefly, angat agad, consolidate briefly, angat agad, and so on. Ngayon, yung nangyayari, hindi mo na masabing fractal. Ang tagal na natin sa range na to, and it doesn't look like price is ready to break above it anytime soon. Meaning, it's still range-bound, there's still no significant volume. Kung meron man, siguro baka nag-iipon pa yung mga tao, nag-ready pa for a push, maybe. Okay, so for me, ang bullish na pattern would be a break above at the very least nitong 10.86, which opens up this range here hanggang 11.54. And if we can break above 11.54, ang next target natin will be around the high here, which is 12.10. Alright? Ang ayaw nating makita from here is our price to break beneath tong 9.10 na area, or isara na lang natin para madali. Break beneath 9 pesos kasi what that does is it opens up this range below. So, kung mabasag yung 9 pesos, baka matrap muna yung price between 7.8 to 9. Bakit 7.8? Siya yung high nung range na to dito. Diba? Matagal tayo nag-range bago tayo nag-breakout. So, it's possible na kung mabasag yan, tas mag-retrace man yung price, balikan lang niya kung saan siya nagsimula. Which is, itong range na to. Possibly even tong white zone na to. Which is the last little bit area of consolidation we had prior to price breaking out to the upside. Okay? Pero syempre, kapag ganon, it's not gonna look quite as bullish just because of where price currently is. Meaning, kung nabasag natin siya to the downside, ano ba yung magiging itsura niya? Hindi ba parang bumalik na siya dito? Parang magiging ganito lang, umangat, bumalik siya dito. So, ito rin umangat, bumalik siya dito. So, it's not gonna look quite as bullish na. So, kung ganon man and you're looking to trade that, then maybe consider na instead of looking for position trade or a trend following trade, na baka kailangan bounce trade na lang, or swing trade na lang, or something that's more short term. But that's just me, ha? Kung meron kayo naman nakikita na long-term setup dito sa house and gusto nyong itry, of course, by all means, pera nyo yan, do so, no? Kasi syempre, ayaw nyo naman na pera nyo, risk nyo, tas maikinig kayo sa iba, tas lumipad, tapos magagalit kayo. Di ba? So syempre, kapag feeling nyo okay siya, meron siyang setup based on the parameters you use, based on whatever system that you use, then by all means, go ahead. Pero for me, I want to wait until mabasag to the upside before making up my mind kasi hindi natin alam how long it will consolidate in this area here. Okay? Next, let's take a quick look at KEEPR. Okay. So, KEEPR has actually gone below its re-IPO or FOO price, no? So, just let me go down to the 5-minute chart. Okay? So, it's gone below yung 1.5 niya na FOO price. Okay? And as we can see, dito nga, di ba, nag-try tayo mag-hold around 1.5 dito sa area na to. Pero talagang hindi kinaya, no? We try to hold here. Ano ba yan? Bakit ganitong brush tool na to? Ayaw magpa-drawing na matino. Okay, we try to hold this area here. Then, ito, hindi kinaya. Try to push back up. Ayaw pa rin. We're still holding beneath yung 1.5. So, if mabasag tong 1.46 at the very least in the short term, then we might see deeper downside. Possibly, balikan man lang tong 1.43 na low. At kung mabasag pati yung 1.43 na low, then baka balikan na natin yung mga 1.4, 1.30, mga ganon. Lalalim na siya lalo. Okay, so sana, hindi naman, sana from here, what we want to see kung bullish move up is at the very least, ma-reclaim man lang and mag-start na siya mag-hold above yung FOO price of 1.5. Tapos from there, let's see kung mabasag yung 1.58, then 1.62, and so on, para magkaroon tayo ng reversal at the very least in the short term dito sa 5-minute chart. The reason why we're still looking at the 5-minute chart is because wala ka pang makikitang structure sa daily kasi bababa eh. 'Di ba? Wala pa tong zigzag, wala pa tong kahit na ano. It's harder to read. So if we go to the daily chart, 'Di ba? Parang ganyan lang siya eh. Wala ka pang mababasa, no? Parang nagko-console lang na hindi. So, mas madali to just read it from the lower time frame and assess from there. So, for now, ako personally, I wouldn't go chasing this. I wouldn't try to catch the bottom in the hopes na, ito na yon, dito na, lilipad na tayo. Kailangan konting patience lang minsan. Sa trading, patience is a big part of the game eh. Minsan, talagang hintay lang yung pwede nating gawing tama eh. And for me, in this particular instance, hintay talaga yung tamang dapat gawin. Alright? And then finally, let's take a quick look at MAC. So MAC is a requested chart as well. So again, I get it kasi lumipad tayo dito. We moved higher, nag-consolidate tayo dito. Kaso ang nangyari nung rebalancing was we broke down, nag-gap down tayo, and we stayed down. So from here, ano ba yung mga pwede natin tignan sa MAC? One of the possibilities is mabuo tong head and shoulders pattern na to. Meaning price comes back up, possibly fills this gap, then collapses to the downside. Pag ganon, then what we're looking at is mabibreak tong 4.94. Tapos price might possibly come back and test tong mga lows dito. 'Di ba? Kung saan tayo nakahanap ng support before, etong cluster of lows na yan, price might come back down here and test that. So yan yung bearish scenario natin for MAC. Ang bullish scenario for MAC, para sa akin, hindi na enough na umangat lang yung price dito kasi nandun nga yung threat na possibly nagko-form pa rin tayo ng lower high, then we push lower from there. I want to see price break above and start holding at least sa taas man lang nitong 6.3 para nagko-conso na dito. Para lang masabi ko na kahit paano na, okay, it's looking like it wants to break above tong 6.6 and open up this range up here hanggang 7.10. And if mabasag natin tong 7.10, we can possibly come aim for mga 7.5 na area or higher dito sa 7.8 or even higher dito sa 8.2. Okay, but until then, medyo delikado tayo. Lalo na ngayon, 'di ba? Parang may fear or uncertainty do sa Omicron variant. So, possible na maapektuhan din to, ma-push muna to the downside. So, I would rather watch and again, exercise patience and then see from there kung ano yung mangyayari before making up my mind dito sa MAC. Possible na yun nga, mabasag to the downside, come back to this area of previous consolidation, or as we said, yung sa mga cluster of lows down here, find support, and then from there, doon na lang tayo maghanap ng possible areas na pwede nating pasukin for a trade kung magbuo man ang possible na reversal from there. Kung wala, edi wala pa rin. Diba? So far, December hasn't started out with a bang, no? At least not for a lot of people. So hopefully, hindi kayo kasama sa a lot of people na yon. I hope that you guys have been doing well. This week wasn't great for the index. So I hope di naman kayo sobrang tinamaan, no? And if so, kapag natamaan kayo or di kayo natamaan, please do let me know in the comments section below. Diba? Kwentuhan nyo ako. Diba? Kwentuhan tayo ng konti. Let me help you guys. Kung meron kayong mga tanong, feel free to post them. So dito po nagtatapos yung video natin. I hope kahit papano may natutunan po kayo. Or at the very least, you found it mildly entertaining. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!